Welcome to Chelsea Fans Channel. We're here at Goodison Park where Chelsea have just lost 2-0 against Everton, which means that we're now out of the FA Cup. What do you make of that?
It's hardly surprising. I kind of saw this coming after the disaster that happened midweek. This just typifies the week that we've had. It's been a disaster, and yeah, the fact that performance it didn't really shock me. I just think that we really are in trouble now. I can't really see a light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like we're going to let the only player who seems to care about the club is leaving it. And yeah, I feel like it's a massive summer now because season's over. Where are we? We're just beginning of March. The season's over. Yeah, it's a disgrace, and I think a lot of those players in there need to hang their heads in shame.
And to go from last season when we were storming the league to this, what has happened at Chelsea?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really layered, complex issue as to where it's gone so wrong. But I don't think. I think the bottom line of it is that we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. The spirit has gone from the club. When you think of the spine that we once had of Cech, Terry, Lampard, Drogba, when that was the spine of the team, a performance like that or a week that we've had would have never happened. Of course, you go out of Europe. Of course you don't win Europe every year. Of course you do. But when we went out of Europe with that team, we were going out. We were practically robbed by Barcelona. We went out with our heads held high and we applauded our team off the pitch. We limped out. It was a whim. We went out of Europe with a whimper, and Everton has absolutely demolished us here. I feel like we came here, and I feel like we set up for a draw, which is pathetic.
Not the way to do it. That's not the Chelsea way.
It's the most uninspiring. It's the most uninspiring central midfield. When you come away from home, I understand that you come away. You have to protect what you have to. Be not necessarily be defensive, but be cautious. And Everton are a good team, and they've got a lot of firepower, and it's a very hostile ground. They're a good. It's a hard place to come and get a result. But when you line up with Matic and Mikel, it's the most uninspiring midfield. And then when you look slightly further up the pitch, and you've got Pedro, who I thought was showing glimmers of his Barcelona self when we played Paris first time round, but it really wasn't good enough. And I just feel overall, I feel like we've got to go back to the drawing board, because I'd say 8 of the team that finished that game don't deserve to be anywhere near that first 11. We're champions. What's going on?
Exactly. I remember at the start of the season, pre-season, we were saying, "Oh, it's nothing to worry about. This will just pass. As soon as the season starts, we'll be fine. Not time to worry yet."
Yeah. Do you know what, Rosie? You're absolutely right, and I take my fair share of cop here, because I was one of the a lot of people in the comments. People are very wise on YouTube. They understand what's going on with the club, and I was one that was saying, no, we're all right. We're all right. There's a long time to go. We're champions. Those players are going to be good, and people were saying that highlighting issues, and I didn't think that it was going to be this bad, but I was proved wrong. We had a disastrous transfer window last year. When Manchester City was signing Sterling and Otamendi, we were signing Michael Hector and Djilabodji, and
pointless.
And that was the start. That was sort of the beginning of the end. But this is disgusting. This really is disgusting. We had 6,000 fans up here today. All spent a fortune. You can't get home. Everyone's going to either be on a football special train, which is grim, or staying a night in a hotel, or getting home at midnight driving.
In Liverpool.
They turn in that performance. Yeah, and they turn in that performance. It really is unacceptable.
I know. So where do we go from here, really?
To the pub. Yeah.
Good answer. I mean, I guess the only positive we can take.
It's a dream, isn't it? It's a dream, isn't it? Yeah, we're not.
Come in, love. We're a great football team and we're going to Wembley. You are the most...
Chelsea? Oh, sorry, Chelsea.
Sorry.